Hello, welcome to Tank's Vlog. Today is April 30th, 2017. This is the wrap up for the day in sports. Misery, misery. The Mets will make your life a living hell. Misery, misery. Their season's gone down the drain. You know, only the Mets can make a series win in Washington feel like you've been swept, blown out, thrown out, kicked to the curb, flushed down the toilet, and thrown into the gutter. Not only did the Washington Nationals do a curb stop on the Mets today, winning 23-8. Anthony Rendon became just the 13th player in baseball history to have a 10 RBI game. First time it's happened in nearly a decade. First time it's happened in the National League in 24 years. But that's not the story. The story is Noah Syndergaard. Do the Mets, doctors and trainers and coaches, do they actually just wish players get healthy? Do they wish players don't get hurt? That's what it feels like. Okay, you could blame Noah Syndergaard for not wanting an MRI. But who's in charge? Is Noah Syndergaard in charge? Is Noah Syndergaard the person who could say, no, I'm not going for an MRI. I'll go out there and pitch. You know what? No, he's not in charge. The person in charge is that manager, Terry Collins. He has the power to say, you're not getting an MRI, you're not pitching. That's that. The training staff could say, you're not getting an MRI, you're not pitching. The medical staff could say, you're not getting an MRI, you're not pitching. Guess what? You know what Noah Syndergaard would do? He would go for that MRI. Now he's probably torn something. He's probably done permanent damage. He's probably lost for the season. Could have been a little thing. Could have been a little soreness. Could have been something that could have been just taken care of in just a couple of weeks. But no, now he's going to probably miss the rest of the damn season. Could be needing surgery. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe destroy his career. It's one thing watching Johan Santana blow out his arm throwing a no-hitter. It's another thing for these young kids. It's just time after time after time. This is 2 times this week. The Mets put someone on the field they knew was probably hurt, but let him go anyway, and he got hurt worse. Twice in 1 week. There's no accountability on the Mets. This season's over. They're done. Finished. And now, the only thing left is for the heads to start rolling. And I want heads to roll. I want that entire medical staff head to roll. I want to see every strength conditioning coach, any doctor, any dentist, any therapist, anyone that does anything medically associated with the Mets, from their weight room to CVS. Whoever works at the CVS the Mets go to, the Walgreens, the Rite Aid, the Duane Reade, where they get their medicines from, their medical supplies, fire them all. And it's fire Sandy, fire the pitching coach, fire everyone. I want heads to roll. That's the only thing left for this season, is the heads to roll, and I want them to be rolling. Be sure to watch for my Major League Baseball wrap-up. I'm working on that right now. They'll be up on Barstool later tonight, or they might be up on... I'm going to try to get them up at the same time, so check that out. I do an in-depth look at the month of April. At the big surprises, Washington Nationals, I think they have to be considered the best team in baseball at the end of April. I mean, they've just blown the doors off the National League. They have the top 3 hitters in RBI. And that doesn't include Rendon, who had the 10 RBI game today. So, and Ryan Zimmerman. I mean, people had this guy just about written off. and he ends April leading the Triple Crown categories. 420 batting average, 11 home runs, 29 RBI, and the Mets he just murdered the Mets this weekend. Which is going to be a theme for the rest of the season. Murder the Mets. Unreal. Moving on, the NBA, their second round began before the first round ended with their bizarre TV deal. I understand they want to get the TV contract done. They want to get their Sunday doubleheader, but it's always seemed a little weird to me. In the opener, the Celtics, someone told them about the wrong game time because they did not show up. Did not show up for the first quarter, down 16-0. But it didn't matter. They came roaring back and they won the game. They got the opener against the Wizards. Very physical game. That game had sort of like a chippy feeling towards the end of the game. You can tell these teams don't really like each other. The other series, the first round ended with the Los Angeles Clippers doing their usual sinking to the bottom. They didn't show up today, Game 7. They had Game 7 at home. After a gutty performance in Salt Lake City, they came out today flat as can be. I mean, that's been the Clippers. This is what the Clippers are. They're not a tough team. Of course, they were going to get mauled by the Warriors. Maybe just the thought of the Warriors being next on the docket scared them, so they didn't even bother. So now it's going to be the Jazz, and they'll get swept, and it'll be the Warriors in the Western Conference Final. NHL, Nashville Predators, very solid performance today. They took a 2-1 series lead, did what they had to do. They had to win the Game 3 at home against the St. Louis Blues, and they did it. And out in the other series, the Edmonton Oilers, they gotta love their fans. Gotta love the fans of the Edmonton Oilers. This is Canada. The mic broke. The sound system wasn't correct. So they sent out everyone. And they had the entire crowd singing the Star Spangled Banner. I don't think that could have sounded even better in any American arena. Gotta love those people out there in Edmonton. But their team didn't do so well tonight. The Ducks took out a quick 3-0 lead. The Oilers bounced back. And then the Ducks, 48 seconds later, get the lead again. And then some controversial calls to win the game, going away 6-3 to get back in that series. This concludes the Tanks vlog for today, April 30th, 2017. Good day. And please pray for the Mets.